Bucs Gulf Coast. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Carolina Panthers and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Yeah. What's good? How's the job? Yeah, I can't even see you messing with Rugrats. Okay. At least they like you. A lot of kids, they don't like their teachers, man. That's good. That's good. That's a tough job.
Naeem Hines, his first carry.
That's what I was taking in college. I was, studying to be a teacher, but it was so many requirements in New York, man. I was like, yo, this is too much, man.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first
I ended up
half.
because when I was taking it, you had to, you go to school, get your associates, whatever. Then you had to take state tests, and it was another test, and all these other classes. I was like, nah, I ain't got time for that.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Oh, for real?
No. Check. Patriot.
Yeah.
Now a toss play. It's Hines. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Tackle there going to Marshawn Lattimore.
Yeah. Yeah, man. And I could have beat Jay yesterday. I was up by 3. And they jerked me, and I got out of the game. I was like finished, and he was like, he tried to run up the score because he saw I wasn't into it no more. Yeah, it's crazy.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They run with Hines.
Right,
he went
right.
backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Winner. This is Mark Ingram. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense.
Yeah, I was in Smooth had a league, and I couldn't use, what's that guy name? On the Rams. Gurley. I couldn't use Gurley at all. Yep. I couldn't use him at all. And I'm a runner.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Pretty move. And all the way to the opposite.
Slow, he took off just now.
Line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Right back to him on first down.
I have free time, but not like I want yet.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They'll try the air now with Newton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Yeah, we look at certain jobs and think it's easy. From the outside looking in.
On the play there, and they move the chains.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive.
Because it's so stressful, man. And before I start, I used to be like, yo, I can do that. All they do is drive back and forth.
Amped up to get to the quarterback.
Yo, it's stressful. It messes up your back, your knees. You gain weight. Yeah, if you the air brake is real hard, man. And also, if you like right now, the schedule I have, we don't get paid like normal 8-hour runs. I mean, you can pick that, but you know, you get to pick your days off and all that stuff like that. If you have the seniority. So I picked this time. Yeah, but I'm sick of overtime.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
He's gonna fumble.
And he's gonna take this one down to the 25. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the pick I have right now, I get paid like 9 hours and 15 minutes a day, but my break is only like 25 minutes. So I don't have, I don't even eat, because when I had, and when I had that before, I had started gaining weight. So I was like, nah, I'm not gonna mess with that no more, man. Yeah, I've been hitting the gym. I've been hitting the gym hard. Yeah, I've been hitting it hard lately, man. I tell you, driving the bus gives you a lot of health problems, man. I'm telling you, from like I said, knee problems, back problems, neck problems, problem with your nerves, diabetes, heart problems. It's crazy.
Conversation we were talking about with one of the GMs in the league. It's told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Lineup,
not lately. I had one when I first started, and I beat the hell out of him. I thought I was gonna lose my job, and I should have lost my job. Yeah, I should have lost my job, but what happened, the supervisor, he was new at being a supervisor, and he told me to drive the bus back to the depot. Meanwhile, I was supposed to stay there with the bus until cops came, ambulance came, all that. So that actually saved my job.
Second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early,
he got on the bus, he was drunk.
2 catches, so if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too.
Wait, you fought your cousin? Oh. Yeah, and you know, it's sad because... Oh, you caught that? How? I had that in my hands.
First catch, good for 8 and a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very
yeah, it's crazy
accurate.
Because once they know you're a city employee.
But now, in this situation,
that's how they
the
do
field
it, man.
is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
With my good friend Charles Davis.
You know what? It's a headache, but if you stick with it long enough, because I was the same way, man. I mean, I don't have military, but I have college, and I was applying for everything. Wow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
I scored high on the fireman too. But that's when I almost gave up because I scored a 99 and they told me, oh, so many people took the test that anyone who didn't score didn't get the 5 points for residency wasn't getting hired. I was tight. And then like a month later, a friend of mine who took the test also, he got hired and he only scored a 97. He said all I had to do was protest it. They didn't hire me. I was tight.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal?
25 years, age of 55. But our benefits is incredible.
Now they go screen.
Yeah, our benefits is incredible.
He's able to work it here to the 8-yard line.
We almost overran him.
Just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it.
Like if I go to the doctor and you go to the doctor, they'll give me the medicine first if it's not enough. And not because I'm any better than you, but they want me to show up for work.
A dozen plays
it has happened, but I went outside and gave the medicine to the person for her daughter. It's just crazy. It's crazy.
To it and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head.
It's crazy how they do things.
Hold on, chestnuts.
You like
Come
that
on,
one?
what does that mean? Break out just because you're breaking.
I was tight. I was tight.
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
He came in the podcast talking mad junk. Oh my goodness.
Gone!
So you don't play
V19!
No, I'm saying you don't play Ben, Dez, and Jay this season?
Rudolph on 1st down.
Oh, I tried to jump. I jumped too late.
It's intercepted.
That was my fault because I was undecided.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you.
All right, I'm taking this headset up so I can focus. Talk to you later.
And go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
Following the interception, here's Newton. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third down. That's Newman. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
Detroit!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, second and 10 from the 25.
Set. 3:19. 3:19. Detroit. Detroit. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Second and 10, Rudolph again. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Here's Hines on a toss play. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really want to accomplish and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Here's Rudolph now on second down. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's going to be caught. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll try to roll with Hines. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Trey Madden, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. McManus's point after is good, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Carolina getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Rudolph on first down. Being chased out left. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Clock running. The Bucs try to go quickly and get set.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Rudolph. Flush to his right. Looking deep for Adams. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Green 39. Detroit!
Here comes a first down throw for Rudolph. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Sean Lee coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Over. Detroit.
From the gun, here's Rudolph. Steps away to his left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Carolina getting set to take the field. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on first and 10. A final shot before the break. Newton uncorks one for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the third quarter. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. So Newton and the Panthers come up now first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw on second down is Newton. And Davis with it left side. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or a man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Newton. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go into the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
20.
Play action. It's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd down. Newton out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Touchdown, Carolina! Corey Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. That's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. He got 29 yards that time.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. Tackle made there by Buda Baker. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Rudolph throwing on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Goodwin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Detroit!
On 1st and 10, Rudolph fighting to stay upright. But now Oh, he's swallowed up and taken down. Jason Pierre-Paul in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, Rudolph. And he's going to go down again. Preston Smith in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Rudolph. And an alley to run. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. They fake the give. Newton uncorks one for Davis. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with the running back. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Okay, Paul, we got 4. We got 4. Let's go, fellas. We got 4 down. Let's go.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. Going deep here for Parker. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And the trend continues here in the fourth like it was in the first, second, and third. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
To throw, Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. The Bucs on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 14.
Ohio!
Now Brissett, the backup, his first throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over him.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. Now the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Michael Kendricks coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here, we do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Flex round! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
On 3rd down, Brissett. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They go play action here on 1st down. Uncorks one for Davis. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Newton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Out of the gun, Newton. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Brissett on 1st down. Throw left side, it's reeled in by Hamilton. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
The Bucs on third down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Let's go. What?
Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. Montgomery hit and the ball is loose. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That'll be caught right side by Hamilton. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. White 90. White 90.
Brissett to throw on first. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Flex round. Come on, let's go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
On 2nd down, Brissett again. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. They wound up getting nothing out of that 2nd down completion, so now here's 3rd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. Win on the road. It's a little extra special, isn't it?
It is, because let's face it, in most cases, you're not expected to go on the road and win in the National Football League. It just doesn't usually compute. So to get out there, get that done, and then head back to your city with one in the victory column.